Welcome to Code Tech Facts. In the previous video, we have set up a REST API using a static array. In this video, we are going to use the Postgres database. Let's start with the table creation. Create table customer. ID going to be primary key with identity column. By default, I am selecting as identity. Starting with 1000 and increment by 1. By 1. The next field is name and mobile number. The table created successfully. Let's change our code. I'm going to create a connection. For establish the connection.ts. We can start with the import from, we can need the third-party modules. That's a Postgres mod.js. Constant client is equal to, we have to import the client, which is going to initiate our connection to the Postgres DB. So there are options. Host name, I'm using my local 0.1, and username, password, I'm showing my password because it's a local DB, and the database. The database I'm selecting is customers. Next, we have to open our connection. Alright, it's asynchronous connection client.connect. It will establish our connection. Export the client as it is going to be the default because we are not going to add any more class in this client. The next step is used to change our customer DB class. The next step is to change our customer DB to connect with our Postgres. I'm opening my customer db.ts. Starts with the import. Import from connection.ts. It's a default connection, so need of curly brackets. We can remove the arrays and other information. I'm creating a class as the methods can be called from the controller. Customer DB. First, I'm creating to get all the customer information from the DB. Constant results equal to await. Client.query is used to execute our raw query. In this video, we are using the raw query example. In the next video, we can check how to create the ORM connection. Return results dot, we have multiple options here. Currently, I am using rows. We can check how the output will be. I'm going to export this DB equal to new customer. Export. I can't use the default because it has the customer information and the customer DB. You can have the separate class for interface and the class as well. The next step is to change our customer controller class. I'm going to open the customer controller. If you want to know more information about the customer controller information, you can check out the previous video. I have shared the link in our description. I just removing the unnecessary code which is connected for the array of object. I have removed the array related codes. Next is we need to include the customers, get all the customers from the database. This is the method get customers. It's a asynchronous method. Response.body equal to await of customer DB dot get all the customers information from DB. That's it. Let's create the add method as well. So next is we can create the add customer. It is the auto generated number. The object will be customer. Constant ID equal to, it will return the ID, so I am declaring it as ID. Await of client.insert, that's a query we are going to use. So for this, in the previous example we don't have the arguments, but in the insert we have the arguments as well. For that purpose I am going to use the options. First one is text, insert into customer of name comma mobile, values of, next one is we need the arguments. So $1 first argument, $2 second argument, returning ID, that's the identity value inserted, it will return the information as well. Arguments of customer dot name is the first argument, customer dot mobile is the followed by the arguments. The results will have the more information. Dot rows of 0, that means it will return most of the information like an array of objects. So the array of 0 will have the ID information. Let's include the add method in the customer controller. We have the customer object from the body. Dot add customer of, it's a asynchronous method. I have to display the ID. Add customer of the customer object which is returning from the body information, and print the newly created customer ID. Body equal to customer ID. Let's test in the Postman. We can test the get and the add method in Postman. Suppose we have created one ID, that's a Jack, followed by the mobile number it is displaying. So you can see that customer ID is 1007, 1008, those informations are displaying in the bottom. Let's check with the get information. Maybe removing the ID and all those things. It is displaying with the number of arrays, which is not a JSON payload. Basically we want to display in the rows information in the table format, which is not going to be JSON. So the payload will be limited without the object specification. It can be used in those purpose. If I need the JSON structure, we have to use the rows, right? Instead of rows, we have to use the rows of objects. It will be in the JSON format. It's nice and easy, right? Next, we can create the select statement with condition and update method. Public asynchronous, get customer, argument is ID, number, constant result equal to await of client.query the select statement. Start from customer where ID equal to $1 single argument I am passing. We can return the rows of objects. Next is update method. ID and the customer object to be updated. Await client.query always the employee is getting in our mind. Set name equal to $1, mobile equal to $2, and the ID parameter is $3. The arguments are name, mobile followed by ID. I just returning the row count to showcase how many rows has been affected. In our case, it will be a single rows. If it is based on some other queries, it can be a number of rows. It can be used in that scenario. The row count will display how many records has been updated. Next, we can include both the methods in the customer controller. Rows equal to await customer db.update params.id and new value. We can show how many results has been updated. Rows affected or updated. Next one is to get the specific customer. Directly binding with the response.body equal to await customer.b. get customer of ID. Let's verify customer, get customer and update customer in Postman. 1003. It returned the selected customer. Update the name for 1003. Changing the name. It's showing 1 updated. I'm going to give an invalid ID. It's written 0 updated. It's worked. Thanks for watching. Please share your feedback and questions in the comment section. If you like the video, subscribe and share with your friends. See you soon in the next video.